Hey, what is up, and welcome back to a brand new episode of The Evolve. So guys, you all remember when Eminem said that line in Kill Shot where he said that my biggest flops would be your greatest hits or something like that? Yeah, my biggest flops are your greatest hits. Or it went along those lines. So on today, I want to see if that statement is actually true compared to some of the other rappers that have been going at Eminem and dissing him throughout this past year. Because I'm going to say sometimes rappers, when they get into diss tracks and rap battles, they say things just for a crowd reaction or just to get a reaction, whether it's true or not. Sometimes they say things just to trigger people, just to make people feel a certain way, or just to have that OP power over their opponent. So I want to see if that's the case on today. Did Eminem biggest flops were certain people's greatest hits, or was he just yapping? Okay, so we're gonna take a look at 4 different rappers and artists of this year, their album sales compared to Eminem's biggest flop. Today we're gonna be concentrated on 1, MGK.
Eminem, time to eat some food. Hey Eminem, guess what?
What?
Your beard hella weird.
Number 2 is Gucci Mane. Yo, we don't be playing M in the Hood. We ain't nobody listening to M in the Hood. Come on now. Nobody listening to M. The third person is Tory Lanez. Yo, I'm the greatest rapper alive. Nobody can compare to me. I'm at the top of my game right now. Don Q, Eminem, Pusha T, Tory. Well, that's me, but I'm better than myself. And the fourth person we're gonna take a look at is Joe Budden. Yeah, there's no fancy clip for him. He's a meme all by himself. I guess what we can say is, come on, Joe, pump it up, pump it up, pump it up. Okay, so what is Eminem said to be his worst album or his biggest flop? And that's what we're gonna compare it with. To get that answer, we're gonna go to Revival. Because many critics, they rated Revival really low. And a lot of different people said that Revival was Eminem's worst album till date. And a lot of people didn't like it. Many stated that Eminem wasn't true to himself and he was trying to be other different people and trying to fit in. And felt like it was just a pushed album that was pushed, and it wasn't really legitimate. It wasn't M at all. It was more industry and mainstream. They basically said it felt fake and forced. Some critics went as far as to say that with regards to Revival, that many of the tracks and the singles, they seemed out of place and they didn't correlate and they didn't really thread together with the whole album. They only had 1 or 2 really good songs, but the album and the singles didn't really go together. Many songs just seemed thrown in and it didn't really tell a story. It was as if the album was all over the place and it didn't mix well. So that leads us to the numbers. Eminem's Revival sold a little over 267,000 the first week. And it got a combined total thus far as of October of 695,000. So for the sake of this video, we're just gonna take October numbers, and right now we're in January. But right now, as of October, the numbers are 695,000 500,000 sold. So let's compare other people's greatest hits compared to Eminem's lowest selling album. The first up is Gucci Mane. Now, his best selling and his best album was one called Mr. Davis. Mr. Davis sold 70,000 just in the first week alone. It then went on to sell 590,000 copies thus far. This gave it a gold certification. It is according to the RIAA, it is gold certified. A big hit for Gucci Mane. And I gotta say, Gucci Mane, he's no slouch. He has over 30 mixtapes and he has been putting out studio albums. But his best is Mr. Davis at 590,000 sold and counting. 590,000 thus far. Eminem's worst album is 697. So I guess you can say that Gucci Mane's greatest almost is equal to Eminem's worst. Okay, so next up is Joe Budden's. Now, Joe Budden had a big major album selling 95,000 the first week. It was called Eponymous. Now, this album had Joe Budden's hit single, Pump It Up. Now, Pump It Up was Joe Budden's biggest commercially mainstream single ever in history. I mean, it was on games and TV shows. It's played at movie theaters and gaming events. But you know, even with all that hype, that album still have not went gold just yet. It has been out since 2003, but it haven't went gold yet. It's super close though. It's super close. I mean, it's super close. It's super close. Joe Budden has sold 490,000 plus on this album. So he's almost there. 10 more thousand copies. If you guys like to help him go gold, you guys can go purchase the album. But he's so close. And with that being said, I guess you can say that Joe Budden's greatest hit is so close to Eminem's biggest flop. Next up is Tory Lanez, Mr. Daystar Peterson himself, coming in at, well, his height is 5'7" and also 68 kilograms, which is about 148 to 150 pounds. 150 pounds. That's right. I know. Y'all know why I said that? Because y'all know Tory has been saying he's the greatest rapper, and anybody want to come at him, rather rapping or if they want to throw hands, he's got it. Buck 50, son. Buck 50, soaking wet. Tory, he has been putting in some work. I mean, Tory, he has 5 singles that have gold certification according to the RIAA. And not only that, but he has platinum status. Not for an album, because he don't have any albums that went gold or platinum, but he has 2 singles that went platinum. But in Tory's defense, he do qualify for a gold certification for his album, because his biggest album was called I Told You, and it sold 538,000 plus right now. So it's well over its gold certification qualification. All he got to do is like put in the paperwork, and they need to verify and go through all the work that you need to get certified. But he reached the qualifications, not qualifications, but he reached the requirements for certifications. He just needs to put in the work, man. His record label need to do what they need to do. But anyway, Tory, 538 plus sold. I guess you can say that Tory's greatest hit is so close to Eminem's biggest flop. last but not least, lace up, boy. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Next up, y'all know who it is. Y'all know who it is. It is MGK Machine Gun Kelly, or also known as Midget Grinding Kelly. That works. So MGK's biggest album was Bloom, and let me tell you, it bloomed up. That was bad. Disregard that. Anyway, Bloom, it sold 70,000 just in the first week alone. I mean, it surpassed anything what Binge did in its whole career. So Bloom was a big one for him. And not only that, Bloom currently has almost 600,000 sold. This album is a big deal for MGK. We'll say almost 600,000 sold currently right now. So in MGK's defense, I guess we can say that MGK's greatest hit is almost as good as Eminem's biggest flop. Bloom is also gold certified. Also, Bloom is also gold certified. Also, he has Lace Up. That album is also gold certified. But other than that there, guys, those are the numbers and stuff I just wanted to present, and I wanted to see if Eminem's statement was actually true, and it does kind of ring true in a bit. Tell me what you guys think below and all that other good stuff. Other than that, I am going to get going. I can't wait. That midget grinding Kelly is gonna get me a lot of dislikes. I know. I deserve it. So I welcome dislikes because it's gonna allow me to see how many suckers I have out there. I can calculate you then. No. But anyway there, guys, I thank you all for watching. If you are new to this channel, be sure to subscribe. Other than that, I just want to let you guys know, KIP, keep it positive. It's gonna be all right. I promise you. I'll see you guys next video. Peace.